Man, I love the atmosphere of the United Supermarkets Arena. I'm so thankful for our students. I mean, I'm so glad they get to enjoy games like this. I mean, I played in the Big 12 and had the student section of the Red Raiders right next to me saying things that my mom wouldn't approve of. And it was like awesome, you know? And so to be a part of this atmosphere and to have this home court advantage is remarkable. We don't win that game if it's not for the people in the building, and I mean it. I love our team. I love our fight. I love our consistent grit. We didn't shoot it great, but I thought a couple things really stood out to me. One, Pop Isaacs was 6 defensive rebounds. And I just told him after the Iowa State game, like, game's not always going to be perfect, and you can't let your offense dictate your scrap. And, man, he's just competed, got to the free throw line 12 times. I mean, made all of them, but the first one just, man, what a gritty game by he and Joe. I thought Joe's ability to handle the pressure and make great decisions is 7 assists and 1 turnover. And then we had 10 steals. I don't know what our numbers have been in steals, but this has to be one of our highest numbers in a Big 12 game. So just thought our scrap was there. We weren't great tonight in a lot of ways, but we found a way to win.
You started the year thinking you were going to redshirt Kyron. Devin goes down. You kind of have to change course there. Tonight he's your closing big man out there. What have you seen from him, especially in the last couple of games with Warren out, where he's had to be the guy out there for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, and Rob was great early at times, and then he kind of got banged up, so he was having a hard time going. Kai definitely stepped up and thought his 6 defensive rebounds were big. You know, if you asked me one thing that I thought was huge, it was just he's learning. So sometimes in those ball screen coverages, you know, you gotta shore those things up. But I think he's learning and he's out there, and I thought he responded well to some adverse situations. That's what I'm most proud of.
And you guys' 4th sellout in Big 12 play, that has happened before, but it hasn't had 5 since at least 2010, 2011. What would it mean for you to be able to have a 5th sellout in Big 12 play?
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I don't know anything about any of that. I just try to coach our team and love each other, and I'm so thankful for the people that love watching us play. I really do. And they impact our team winning, and I love our students, and I love being at this university. I love being on this campus. I love people hollering at us. It's awesome. This place is different. And there's a real joy that goes with being a part of a Red Raider game, and tonight it was on full display.
Did you guys have to shift anything offensively of how you guys were acting in the last 7 minutes to be able to kind of make that comeback? It looked like a lot of more off-ball movement and cuts to the basket there.
Yeah, I mean, what I thought got better was we'd stalled out a few times in the action in the middle of the floor, and I felt like if we could keep the ball in the middle of the floor, it would give us more lanes to cut, and they started switching. So then we stood there for a few times that they switched, and then we started getting the pressure on the rim with the forward, and instead of just settling for threes, I thought we drove in there and gave ourselves rooms to get basket cuts. Pop's basket cut for the and one was probably the most pivotal, and he tried to fill up the floor and to catch it, and then Peavy jumped out and denied it, and Pop just made a great play, and Joe found him at the right time, and great cut for an and one.
Coach, you made more free throws in the second half tonight than you attempted in the entire game the first time y'all played TCU, I guess. Even without Warren tonight, I guess, how much more did you emphasize wanting to be aggressive and try to get to the lane and draw fouls?
Well, they were talking to each other in the timeouts, and Joe was kind of the one catalyst of it, right? Hey, man, we were missing some open threes late, thought we had a few good looks, and we just missed them, and he was saying, like, cut and drive it and let's put pressure on the rim. And I did feel like that there was a more attention to it. But a lot of it was just, you know, given what the defense, you know, tries to take away, you gotta create opportunities. And that's a great defensive team. They're long, man, they're big at a lot of different positions. And I did feel like our attack and our ability to get to the free throw line was the difference in the game offensively.
And you touched a bit on Kyron already, but, I mean, you've talked all season about wanting to find more depth and, you know, trying to extend the bench a little bit. How big has it been for him and Robert to really kind of grow up the last couple of weeks as you get into the, you know, as we're getting closer to postseason play?
Yeah, well, honestly, if you look at the analytics of the games, I mean, they haven't had great ratings for the game, but their impact and their ability to learn what it takes to win keeps improving. You know, I mean, they like today, it just felt like when we needed a couple defensive rebounds, Kai came up with them at the end. That's what I love about what he was doing. And, you know, his focus wasn't on scoring, even though he made some impact, and I thought he made some great offensive plays. But his ability to be solid in these moments really can be a game changer for us moving forward.
When did you know that you guys might be as good as you are now?
I mean, the truth is, I've said this from the summer. You can go back and listen to it. We can really shoot the basketball, like really shoot it. And we're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. And our guys love to play basketball. They love it. The one thing I was concerned about was our physicality. I thought like our vertical rim presence, our team speed was really significant. I just was like, how are we going to rebound? Because we don't have naturally physical guys. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get guys that can really shoot, but they don't want to go close to the basket. It was kind of felt like where we were. And I thought we'd be really good offensively. I was just like, crap, can we get a stop? And are we going to be able to rebound? And it's been our deal all year long, but these guys love playing basketball. So I think when you get in these games, I've never questioned their fight, though. This team loves to compete. They love to play basketball, and they love each other, which overcomes a lot, and it took a lot tonight to overcome it.
Coach, you kind of just hit on it, but you give up 21 offensive rebounds throughout the night, but it felt like you really shirted up in the last 6 to 7 minutes. You're able to get some stops and get in transition the other way. I guess what kind of flipped the switch, and was it just the team's ability to get into this a rock fight like this and come out victorious?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of saying what I thought. I never thought we shored up the defensive rebounding, honestly. I just felt like what we did was we kind of like when the ball got knocked down, we were scrappy, you know, and we were knocking the ball loose. And that's where I'm telling you the 10 steals may be the biggest number because we had 13 points off their turnovers, which they only had 7. And that's kind of what they do to people. They turn you over and they get out in transition. Now, they hurt us in transition, but I really felt like our ability to kind of just stay in the fight because we're not big enough just to like create the rebounding area and grab it and make it easy. It's just not that way for us. I mean, we're always going to have to we got to do a better job. I got to do a better job coaching.
And I guess with just the way that this team was able to come out with this win, and you've done it all year coming out with these close wins at home, you talk about the environment and just everything that goes into winning a game like this, but what's the impact and the outlook on the getting to the postseason and obviously looking ahead to March? I know you're probably not going to look further than Saturday, but
yeah, no, I mean our team knows what it is. I mean we've got a real plan to how we're attacking this, and we really invest in each other every day, and we put ourselves in the best position to get better. That's all we care about. Honestly, that's all we care about. And I felt like we got better in a lot of ways tonight.
Coach, you kind of touched on it. You gave up 21 offensive rebounds, but only 16 second chance points. How overall, aside from the rebounding, do you guys think you played on defense?
There were moments where we were really good in making it hard on them, and give them credit because I thought they made some pretty tough shots. I mean, like some we were trying to clog the paint just to make it more difficult, and Jameer Nelson goes 3 for 6 from 3. Avery Anderson goes 2 for 4. But if you look at their guys that are known as great three-point shooters, Micah's made 4 of them last time. He made 1. Emmanuel Miller shot a good percentage. He was 0 for. Tennyson was 0 for 4. And Chuck O'Bannon's 0 for 2. So you feel like the guys that you needed to miss or make missed. And as a team, those are the things from a scouting standpoint that you go like, I like what we did tonight. All right. Thank y'all.